Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Facebook Live, Instagram. Today's a fun day. Have some fun. Got some music going. Welcome as you hop on. Let me know that you're here. We're starting day 2 of Find Your Morning Flow. All right, welcome everyone. There's some fun beats to get going this morning. I am really happy to be with you again on day 2 of Find Your Morning Flow, the 5-day free journey to help you connect to your intuition, your intention, and your power. And I really created this because I realize that women need spaciousness right now. We need space to feel connected to ourselves. We need space to express ourselves, to be able to birth that creativity and that inspiration that helps us take that aligned action in our daily life and helps us feel really powerful from the inside out. And I know I hear a lot of times, you know, we hear people say to us, oh, you're a really powerful woman, or you're so amazing or beautiful. And you know, we can hear those things and know them to be true, but sometimes it's hard to believe them for ourselves. And that's why finding your morning flow is so important. Like spending a few minutes with yourself each day really helps you connect into your inner voice, your inner power, and actually feel it for yourself. And when you feel it for yourself, other people will feel it too, and we can go out and do good in the world. So that's really my intention for today, is to help you reconnect to that space within. So as always, yesterday I started with a poem, and I'm going to start with that again today because it's a really beautiful way to kind of set the pace and set the mood for our time together. So let me know once you've joined me live, and I'm going to start off by reading this poem called Big Things. And it says, make some moves not because you hate where you are. Make them because you know you are capable of being someplace and someone better. Make some moves because you are more beautiful and more powerful and so much more worthy than you give yourself credit for. And because you deserve big things and big people and big love always. So I really love this quote or this poem because I about helping women step into their big life. And it's not because you hate where you are, but because you know you're capable of being someplace and someone better. That line in this poem really stands out for me. Hi, Kale. Hi, Heather. Hi, Lenka. Thank you for joining me. It's so good to see you guys. So that poem comes from this book, Stripped. It's a little book of poetry, and I will also share it in the email. So as you guys hop on, I would love to know how the first day went for you, how you felt afterwards. I know this is, a lot of you have never experienced tapping before, so it might be something that you're like, well, that was kind of weird and different, but I feel a little bit better, so there's something to it. So I'd love to know what that experience was like for you. And this morning, I'm kind of glitching a little bit in Facebook Live. I hope you guys can hear me okay. In today's journey, I have a couple other things to add to this morning practice. So in the email today you'll be getting, there's going to be some journal prompts, and the theme around today is releasing whatever it is that we need to let go of, whatever is on our hearts, so that we can be open to receiving more. Because if we're at our capacity and we have no room for goodness, it's going to be hard for it to flow into our life. So today is going to be focusing on what's on your heart. What do you really need to say right now? Whether it's frustration, whether it's excitement, what's on your heart this morning that needs to be let out? And maybe this is something you've kept in for a long time, or maybe this is something that's been in the back of your mind, but you haven't given yourself permission to express it. And as I shared before, that's really what this journey is all about, is to help you get to know yourself better, because women are powerful beings. And when we make the time to tune into ourselves, to explore the world that is within us, we can really unlock some immense power, and people around us feel it. So step 1 today is to either reflect on or journal what's on your heart. What do I need to release right now? And sometimes before I start doing that, I like to just kind of close my eyes and tune into my higher self and say, what is it that I need to let go of right now? What is it that is holding me back? And this could be a physical thing, like that big pile of clothes in the corner that you need to take to the thrift store. Or this could be a belief that making money needs to be hard. Or it could be a feeling like I'm not good enough. It could also be a person that maybe you need to create space from. So really taking the time to do that interview with yourself this morning and say, okay, what is it that I need to let go of so that I can receive more? So that's the first step. And the second step today is to think about what you want to start receiving in your life. What do you want to start experiencing? What does that look like and feel like? And I know lots of people probably already do this, but starting your morning with gratitude. But I have a little tweak to it. So starting your morning with gratitude for what you want to experience. So this is for something that maybe hasn't happened yet. And it can be like, thank you for the amazing family vacation that makes me feel connected to myself and my loved ones. Or thank you for the creativity and the new ideas to help me build my business. Or thank you for the confidence to help me go out and step forward into my life today. Whatever it is you're wanting to receive, you're going to thank it and act as if it has already happened. And people can do this, whether, you can thank God, the universe, spirit, whatever it is that you believe in. But this is activating that manifesting, right? Like we're acting as if we've already got it. Hi, Auntie Jill. Hi, Kelsey. It's so good to see you guys. And welcome everybody that's joining me on Facebook Live. Hi, Shelby. I can't see everyone's comments, but thank you for being here. So just a really quick recap, today is about releasing and receiving. And so asking our higher self, what is it that I need to say or let go of right now? What's really on my heart that I've maybe been keeping in and not fully expressing? And you can do this through writing. And this is going to be our preparation for actually tomorrow, because I'm going to show you guys how to tap with what you've written down so you guys can start using it in your everyday life. The second step is to thank what you want to have happen. So say you're wanting to go on a family vacation, or say you're wanting to bring in a new client, or you're wanting to hit a certain mark in your business this month. You're going to thank that as if it's already happening. So thank you, God, universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, for the amazing new clients that help me feel connected and inspired every day. Thank you for the family vacation that helps me feel connected to myself and my loved ones. So speaking out what it is that you want to have happen, acting as if it's already happened, and how it's making you feel. So don't worry, all this will be in the email that you guys are getting. These are some journal prompts that are going to set us up for tomorrow's tapping. So for today's tapping, I want you to acknowledge yourselves, because it's really easy to think that we're falling short all the time. It's really easy to worry that we're not doing enough. And today's tapping is going to be a reminder of how amazing you are, of how far you've come, of the power within you. And so just taking a moment and thinking about, what do I need to be reminded of today? And when I did this morning, it was you need to be reminded that you can trust yourself and you can trust your intuition. And to be totally honest, that's what this journey has been for me in this 5-day Find Your Morning flow. I was feeling really drawn to offer it, and I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like, but I trusted that whatever I was meant to share would come up each day. And so that's what I'm reminding myself of today, and I would love to know what it is that you need to be reminded of. So just asking yourself, what is it that I need to be reminded of today? Maybe that everything's going to be okay, that whatever I'm worrying about right now has a solution. And just starting to generate that feeling, because we're going to tap on that this morning. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you is that this space that we're holding each morning together is really about getting to know ourselves. And so maybe tapping feels good for you, or maybe writing feels good for you. Maybe meditation does. It's just giving ourselves permission every morning to tune in and to get to know ourselves a bit better. Because when we take that time, that spaciousness, that's when we can feel safe to express anything that we're holding on to. And we start to feel connected to our inner voice. We start to feel connected to our power. And we can kind of close out all those distractions on the outside world that are making us forget about who we really are. So whatever that looks like for you this morning, you can go ahead and use some of the things that I'm giving you, or you can go ahead and do your own thing. But that's really my intention for this space. All right, so to get started this morning, we're going to do some tapping on what you need to be reminded of. And I can't see everyone's comments on Facebook, but I'm assuming you guys are here, and thank you. So go ahead, and before we get tapping, just take a minute to close your eyes and take a comfortable breath. And just set aside anything you were doing before this and anything you're going to after this. We're just taking a few moments to connect to your higher self, to connect to your intuition and power. And seeing this beautiful space that you've created just for you this morning. And setting the intention that it's safe to let out anything that you've been holding on to, anything that's holding you back. This is a place to let it out in. Good. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and we're going to get started tapping. So once again, if you're new to this, just follow along. I'm going to start by tapping on the side of the hand and say, even though sometimes I doubt myself, and sometimes I worry how everything's going to work out, I accept myself anyway, and I'm open to trusting myself today. Good job. Even though sometimes I worry that things aren't going to work out, I forgive myself for focusing on what I don't want, and I choose to release it now. Good job. We're tapping on the side of the hand, and we're saying, even though sometimes I don't give myself credit for all the amazing things I do in a day, I forgive myself, and I'm choosing to acknowledge myself now. All right, so now we're going to go to the top of the head, and we're going to say, all this doubt and worry, eyebrow point, any insecurity that I hold on to. Side of the eye, any negative thoughts that I tell myself. Underneath the eye, like I don't have what it takes. Underneath the nose, I'm willing to express them now. Underneath the mouth, it's okay that a part of me is afraid. Collarbone point, I choose to acknowledge this part of me right now. Underneath the arms, the part of me that doubts and worries and fears. Underneath the chest, the part of me that feels a little insecure sometimes. Wrist point, I'm acknowledging this part of me now, and I'm open to giving it more love. All right, then we're at the top of the head and say, I'm willing to acknowledge all that I am. Eyebrow point, I'm willing to acknowledge all that I do in a day. Side of the eye, I'm a pretty amazing woman and I deserve some credit. Underneath the eye, I'm an amazing mom and partner. Underneath the nose, I'm courageous and I don't give up when it gets hard. Underneath the mouth, I'm loving and open and kind. Collarbone point, I'm choosing to remember how powerful I am this morning. Underneath the arms, I'm choosing to acknowledge how far I've come. Underneath the chest, I've been through some pretty incredible things. Wrist point, and they've shaped me to who I am today. Top of the head, I trust myself and where I'm guided to go. Eyebrow point, I trust myself and what I'm guided to do. Side of the eye, I'm open to listening to my inner voice this morning. Underneath the eye, I'm open to trusting what I'm guided to do. All right. Take a nice, comfortable breath. And once again, this morning's tapping is really about acknowledging ourselves. And one of the things I love to journal on is write out where I'm killing it in my life right now. Like yesterday, I killed it because I made a really good homemade soup. Or this morning, I killed it because I got my daughter to school on time. This can be really little things. And it's really starting to and grow that self-worth and grow that power within, so that we're like, yeah, actually I am pretty awesome. Because so often we listen to that voice in our head that's like, you're not doing enough, or you should have done more. And just mute that voice for a moment and just take note. This might be kind of hard to get started, but just keep writing and saying, okay, this is what the other area I'm killing it at. I, got to the grocery store yesterday, or I had a shower. It could be something really simple. Or I booked another client. And celebrating ourselves creates immense vibration in our life. And when we're feeling really excited and high on ourselves, money, opportunities, people can't help but be flocked to us. They're like, I like you. I want to be around you. And so just taking a few minutes this morning to acknowledge yourself, how far you've come, and where you're killing it at right now is going to really help you raise that vibe. So look out for my email. There's two journal prompts for you guys to write about in there. And these are going to be important for tomorrow's tapping. So make sure that you find the space to do it. If you don't, that's okay. You can still show up tomorrow. No hard feelings. But it's really helping you get to know yourself more, because the more you know yourself, the more you love yourself. So that's what we want. All right, to close off, I'm going to read you guys the poem that I read this morning. It's called Big Things, and it's one of my favorites. So it says, make some moves, not because you hate where you are. Make them because you know you are capable of being someplace and someone better. Make some moves because you are more beautiful and more powerful and so much more worthy than you give yourself credit for. And because you deserve big things and big people and big love always. So that's what I want for you guys today. Big things, big people, and big love. And I will look forward to hearing from you all and see you tomorrow, same place, same time. All right, bye-bye.